Ever wondered what happens the moment you press the power button on your computer? Beneath the surface, a complex symphony of electronic and software processes takes place to bring your system to life. Today, we take a deep dive into the intricate world of computer boot up. It all begins with a simple press of the power button. This sends an electrical signal to the power supply unit, which then distributes regulated power to all components: motherboard, CPU, RAM, storage devices, and peripherals. Once power is stable, the CPU is awakened. However, at this point, the system doesn't yet know what to do. That's where the basic input-output system, or BIOS, comes into play. The BIOS, stored in a flash ROM chip on the motherboard, is the first software that runs. Its primary job is to perform the power-on self-test, or POST, checking whether critical components like RAM, CPU, and storage devices are functioning correctly. If any errors occur, the system may beep or display error codes, signaling issues like missing RAM or a faulty graphics card. If all checks pass, BIOS then looks for the bootloader. BIOS searches for a bootloader, a small yet crucial program stored in the first sector of a bootable storage device. This is either the master boot record for legacy systems or the GUID partition table for modern UEFI-based systems. Once found, the bootloader takes over. Common bootloaders include Grub for Linux and Windows Boot Manager for Windows. The bootloader's job: to locate and load the operating system kernel into memory. Now, the heart of the operating system, the kernel, is loaded into memory. The kernel acts as the bridge between hardware and software, managing resources, drivers, and security. During this stage, hardware drivers are loaded to communicate with peripherals, while the system initializes key processes like memory management, task scheduling, and file system mounting. With the kernel fully initialized, user space services are started. This includes networking, background services, and the graphical user interface. Finally, the login screen appears, allowing the user to take control of the system. From pressing the power button to seeing your desktop, this entire process happens in just a few seconds, an impressive feat of engineering. Understanding the boot-up process helps us appreciate the complexity of modern computing. Whether troubleshooting errors or optimizing system performance, knowing what happens behind the scenes gives us greater control over our machines. If you enjoyed this deep dive, like, share, and subscribe for more tech insights. Until next time, happy computing.